Welcome back to Tales of Yavard. We are a Mythcraft TTRPG podcast, and this is our first campaign, The Sea's Tale. I am Corey Griffin, and I am our Mythcrafter. With us today, we have Kobe.
Hey, it's Kobe, and I'm playing Liz Shihon.
Jesse.
Hey, I'm Jesse, and I'm playing Shiro King.
Adam.
Hi, I'm Adam, and I'm playing Goron Stormclaw.
And last but not least, we have Joey.
What's going on, guys? I'm playing Larissa Mordai. Hey guys, Badger here. Just wanted to give a shout out for our very first sponsor, Baron of Dice. Baron of Dice is your one-stop shop for premium wargaming and fantasy dice. All their dice are hand-mixed with premium resin and colored dyes, then poured into a silicone mold before being laser engraved with one of many wicked symbols, and lastly finished in a matte or gloss polish to achieve a near-perfect result every time. With these dice, there are no balancing issues, micro bubbles, or mold lines, and I can tell you firsthand, because I own several sets, that you can literally feel and hear the difference with their dice. Now, whether it's war games or TTRPGs, whatever your team may be, they're ready to elevate your game. On the last time of Tales of Yavard, the crew jumped Thrasher in a closet and did quite the number on him. Stay tuned to find out what happens next.
It was only like 40 seconds long. After probably another 30 seconds or so, the door will open and one of the inmates will look in and be like, So, it looks like you guys got him.
Yes, he's down.
They definitely got.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through his pockets.
Give me a luck check.
Right. Would you accept scavenging?
I would accept scavenging.
15. That was an 8 on the die.
Can I
You will
peek
fi-
around this room?
You will find 129 silver coins, Shiro.
Sweet. He really needs to give some money to Goron. He's sitting at 446.
And you will also, I mean, are you stripping the armor off of this trollkin, or are you just looting? Because you also find another set of keys. This one seeming to have more keys on it than your set that you currently have on.
Cool. So I will add that key to that set of keys and keep that. Would anyone like the armor?
I don't really get to take the time to take it off to put it in my bag personally, so.
No, thank you.
You know what? Yeah. The skeletons will strip the armor off and put it in the backpack that Grifton is wearing. Okay.
Leave no loot behind, I guess.
I mean, if anything, they can sell it, but they could also probably use it too.
I mean, leather and steel is a nice armor.
Right, so what do we do from here?
I mean, we can kill the guards, cause a riot, kill everyone.
It's not exactly our preferred mode of operation.
Yes, I'm pretty sure the next step was you bringing us to the warden, if I remember correct.
Yes.
We should probably try to get there as quiet as possible.
Okay. I mean, I can do that. That's not. We can get you the warden's office. I mean, you have the keys now. Like, the biggest hurdle is probably opening the warden's office, but you guys have the keys. Yeah. Here, let me go I'm gonna go check and see what guards are where real quick. Then I'll be back. They closed the door.
I don't know about you guys. I don't like being shut in this room very much.
I am wary of everything happening here. And I should warn you all, I may not have access to the full breadth of my magic for a while.
So after the skeletons finish taking the armor, but while everybody's kind of talking, Larissa is going to sit down next to the corpse of Thrasher, place her hands probably on like the back of one of his calves, and is going to use the aspect of Stole to commune with the body of deceased, briefly gaining a connections with its soul, and I can gain surface level insights into the state of its emotions and well-beings from the last 4 hours upon its death, but not exact thoughts or words. Just curious what kind of information I can glean from this.
Okay. So in the last 4 hours, you would get happy, which then turns into lustful, which then turns into bored, which then turns into
How long did the lust last for?
like 5 minutes. Bored lasts a long period of time, and then finally a mixture of surprise, anger, rage, disbelief, and then nothing.
Ah, yes.
So Larissa just raises an eyebrow, stands up, and just, typical man.
Sorry, did you say something over there?
Yes, I said he was a typical man. And she's just gonna go like away from people for a second and just like cross her arms, just kind of stand there.
Absolutely fucking pissed off.
She's not like pissed off. She's more disgusted than anything.
Alright. How's everyone feeling about the next thing we must do?
I mean, it's not my favorite idea to go see the toilet again. He was quite a creep, in my opinion, but I do want to steal all of his shit very badly, so let's get it over with.
Yes, I remember he took a liking to you, if I recall correctly.
I mean, I don't blame him for that part, but it was very odd the way he approached it. I mean, I probably did fuel it a little too heavily, but I was just trying to protect myself. But no, yeah, let's if everybody else is ready, I would like to kick some ass.
I suppose why not?
Shiro would spit out a little bit of blood onto the floor and just be like, the sooner it is over, the better.
Indeed. I feel like this is going to be a rough one for Goron.
Gonna be fun.
I'm second, so it's going to be interesting.
Sick and sucks.
Sure does.
Any chance it's gonna take him an hour to get back to us?
No. He is back within like 5 minutes. I was just
Oh,
letting
damn.
y'all have like a little bit of RP.
Yeah.
Alright. I may need to take more of a supportive role in this next fight than actively engaging with him.
What's in this room, by the way, Spaz?
Mostly things like linens, which none of you all understand because none of you had beds. Food,
Right? What the hell?
food, like loaves of bread are stacked up on shelves, jugs of water.
How much water would you say in here?
I'd say there's probably somewhere between 6,000 to 7,000 gallons of water in here.
Okay, let me just see how much room is left in my bag.
About 100 pounds.
I'm gonna grab a whole bunch much water as I can grab in 5 minutes was -3 straight. What do you want me to call you, scary girl?
My name works.
I truthfully, there was a lot going on when that all happened. You guys like fell through the floor, and I missed your name and all that. You've been scary girling on my notes thus far.
Am I really that scary to you?
No, but I'm very quick when it comes to my notes. I don't have a lot of time to make up a strong opinion. You came in with the giant bone spider very quickly after. It just fits your whole aesthetic.
I do miss my bone spider.
I do too. I don't want to walk anymore.
You can call me Larissa.
Okay, Larissa. Well, do you think you could have your friends help me with grabbing some water and putting it in my bag?
You can get 10 gallons of water.
Shiro would grab a loaf of bread and offer it to Goron and be like, hey, here to quiet your stomach. You seem to be sick there, so bread usually helps.
An
Although
unfortunate.
this bread may
price.
not. It's prison bread. It's terrible.
It's just an unfortunate price for the magic I wield.
I don't know anything about that.
Just remember, everything comes with a cost.
This is a lesson I can understand.
And this is a price I'm willing to pay.
All right. There's a knock on the door, and then it opens up. It's the same halfling that has been helping you all, and they're like, "Okay, we gotta move. We gotta move now."
Let's go.
Onward then.
What I would like from you all is some dexterity checks.
Can I give intuition out, or at least to myself?
Yes,
Would you take sneaky?
I would.
Alright,
Oh,
here we go. It's gonna go real bad, y'all.
it's already bad.
Really bad.
It got worse.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Let me
man.
roll intuition. Let me roll my sneaking now.
Your intuition is higher than Goron's roll.
I got a 15
no.
sneaking.
Oh, wait, hold on.
God.
Hold on. Okay, yeah, no, it's the 3. I'm
It's like
thinking
it could
I
have been
to roll
worse.
Twice. It could have been a little worse.
Uh,
And
God,
I don't feel
God,
like. Well,
God.
okay. Should I use a luck point?
Not with these rolls. We all have shit.
I don't even have any luck rolls left.
Better cast Arcane Disguise and just act like I don't know you fucks.
Les just turns himself invisible and leaves.
Does the nat 1 give us any bigger issue because it's a nat 1?
Not any bigger than what I was already planning for the group levels, because I had a success number, right, and I had a double success number.
For the group?
So individuals that roll above the success number, you get +1. If you get a double success number, you get a +2. If you are under it, you get a -1. If you're under the double failure, you get a -2. Here's the issue.
We're like
Everyone's
-6.
-2?
Everyone except for Lesh
Uh-huh.
and one of the skeletons is already at a -2.
That skeleton is Medivh,
Awesome.
by the way. That's kind of her thing.
Awesome.
So
What sucks is this is Shiro's thing. He's supposed to be good at this. Yeah.
you all think that you all are being perfectly sneaky. However, the chinking of the plate mail armor on the skeletons, Goron's, for lack of a better way of describing it, incessant coughing.
He's like, we're sneaking.
Apologies.
I think Shiro accidentally trips for a half a moment, pushing pushing Larissa, making her fall over.
Trips over
And-
the tail.
Yeah, trips over the tail.
Steps on the tail.
Her prehensile tail.
Yep.
You're an ass. And then the shield comes back and like pushes you over.
And this slapstick will continue. Wow. Okay. I did not expect that.
This is why
Oh.
stealth checks are stupid.
Do I know if we're on the same floor as the warden from what we talked about so far?
Yes. You all are able to eventually make your way to the warden's office. And you all are standing outside. This large double-doored opening stands in front of you all. Who's going to try and do what to get in this door?
I would unlock the door with one of these. Can I? So I don't want to just try random because that's going to be loud. Can I roll like a luck check to see if I get the right key?
I'll take a look check.
10.
You try the first one, and it doesn't work. So you move on to the second one, and it doesn't work. You've got 2 more left, and you're like, this one looks like the one that's on my other ring, so I'll try this last one. And it unlocks. And as you all open the door, you see the dragon folk sitting in his chair, kind of pale looking at this wall of bodies that's standing in the door, and he brings his left arm that's covered in bracelets, and he's just like, this is the warden. We have a code 3.
Calm down, Shang-Chi.
And then he reaches up to like grab this rapier that's sitting on his desk. Now, would you all like to use the initiatives that you have, or would you like to reroll?
Reroll.
I gotta roll twice and take the lower one if we reroll.
We've already had 2 of them reroll, so we'll go ahead and reroll.
Oh, way to fuck us, Jesse.
Hey, I went last time.
Okay. Any shenanigans going on?
I'm gonna switch my initiative with Larissa.
Who's getting the bonus?
Shiro's gonna get the bonus.
All right, we're actually going to start off with Shiro.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna move 20 feet, and I'm gonna try go for the knees.
Okay.
I will have fighting instinct.
Okay.
19.
That'll hit.
So 10 damage, and he's prone.
Okay.
And let's see, so that was 3 AP. I will hold 2.
He is going to stand up from prone. Touch a piece of his armor and ready his rapier. Goron, your turn.
Alright. Step 1, minor augmentation. Shiro, Lesh, and Larissa. I checked everybody's in range. Mark my spell cost there. And that's going to cost me 3 AP, so I got 2 left. So it's going to be 1 to get right in the room. And I will save my last 1 AP for my next turn.
Up next, we got Larissa.
I'm gonna spend 1 AP to move, and then I'm going to spend 1 AP for Unholy Magic, which will allow me to manifest some demon-like characteristics in the form of purple, ethereal-looking bits and pieces floating around her. And then with this, occult and psionic spells cost 1 fewer SP and 1 fewer AP. for me to cast. And then I can also add my charisma modifier to any damage with occult and psionic. And then with that, I'm going to down there, and then I'm going to cast Grasp of Bones on the Warden, which is 11 SP and 2 AP. Cast a spell against his anticipation. On a hit, he becomes restrained and takes 1d12 damage. On a miss, he takes half that damage and is not restrained. A 1d20 plus 5 from charisma. What is minor augmentation?
+2 to D20.
Hold on though. I may not be able to cast it. It does not have the dark power tag, so I may not be able to cast it. Yeah, I can't cast that actually.
Okay. What would you have done instead?
Creeping Fear. So let me bump up to spell points real fast.
So can
We're
you
gonna
not do anything that doesn't have the dark power
Nope.
tag?
Not until I rebalanced. Okay, well that's probably gonna be it.
An 8 is.
It's worse. It's a 6 or a 7.
Oh, okay. Dark power.
Yeah.
You have to get a 1. He's sickened.
Oh no, it triggers on a 1 or 2 for me. So what is dark power on that? This is going real bad for Goron right now. Weird spell. Hold on.
Sorry, I just saw how low they were, so I was like, oh no.
Yeah, no, not great. It because I have Dark Power Savant. Actually, it reduces the highest possible Dark Power number by 1. So, normally it goes off on a 1 or 2, but because I have Dark Power Savant, it only goes off on a 1. So I am just barely safe.
Yeah, sadly, that's not enough to overcome his willpower.
Anyway, my apologies. Please continue with the appropriate turn.
All good. I would have 1 TD because he's prone, right?
Correct.
And then I don't have any sources of TA.
No,
Okay. A 6 isn't going to do it.
it is not.
So he takes half of this. So 8 damage.
Okay.
And then let's see, that's going to be it for Larissa. She's going to hold over 1 AP. Hyberos is going to step up towards the Warden and use his Claymore attack. 1d20 plus 3 from his strength plus 1 from flanking.
Mhm.
Does an 18 hit his AR?
As the claymore comes down, a magical shield erupts around him in a circle, rebounding that claymore.
Some bullshit.
Okay, and then let's see. Christian still have
Should have done it earlier.
that has it. Okay. So then, God. Then both Grifton and Medivh are going to step inside the door. So they're both going to stand right there, and then they're going to shoot their short bows at the Warden. One for a 19, the other one for an 8.
The 19 will hit, yeah.
4 or 5 damage. And then that's going to be Larissa's turn.
Lush.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend 2 AP, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. Up right here. I'm gonna throw down my book, and out from it, a bunch of paper cranes begin to swarm out of my book. They're then going to move and page same place as the Warden. As the swarm swarms him, and he's prone, right?
He is prone, yes.
Does a 19 beat his fortitude?
It will, yes.
He will take 5 damage, and he's blinded. until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
And that'll be Lesh's turn. As
You all do not know what's happening out in the courtyard. You are not in Shiro. It's your turn.
All right. So I kept 2. I've got 7 now. He's already prone.
Oh, I should have said this a minute ago. He is bloodied.
Okay. That makes this a little easier. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'll just go with claws. So 1 attack. I'll be doing fighting instinct again. Let me make sure I've still got a use of that. I do.
I feel like you used it 3 times in the last combat.
The 3rd time was in this one. I used it twice.
Okay.
So 1 prone, 1 for that. Oh, I'm flanking now. Cool.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So, boop. Go. That's a miss. Rolled a crit fail. So,
Don't measure
well,
stuff.
hey, how about a 24?
A 24 will hit.
Okay. For 10 damage.
Okay.
And that's 4 AP. I'm gonna hold on to the other 3.
Okay. You watch as the swarm covering him. He touches both of the sparkling silver boots that he's wearing, and he touches this circlet that's placed on his head. Goron, your turn.
Yay. Okay. 6 AP now, because I saved 1 from last turn. I'm going to... What am I going to do?
Oh. I'm not gonna do it now, but I forgot. He's blinded. I could have crit fished.
I mean, you wouldn't crit fish. You would get another attack. Because the 24, because you get 2d20, take the higher, right? Yeah. So that 24 is the hit from the first, instead of the nat 1.
Take the 2 AP, because he's already taken his turn.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm just going to blast him with the wand. Oh!
Jesus!
Wow.
Crit. That's a crit both times, both rolls. Sickened means nothing right now.
Twice in one night, man.
So, okay. I don't know if I can crit with the wand.
You can, it's a weapon attack.
Ah, okay, cool. Then never mind. Okay, so that's going to be... Oh!
Oh my god.
Maximum damage. It is 21 points of lightning damage on the first blast.
Don't keep going. Because
Holy crap.
Goron, I would like you to describe this shot.
This has gone on for too long, frankly. Goron doesn't feel great. This is getting messy. He can feel things are in the area are about to go bad because this guy already called for reinforcements. Grips the wand, steadies himself a little bit because he does feel sickened. Aims right at the center of his chest and, sends his primal magic into the wand. It little bits of lightning streak up the wand, and then a blast of lightning shoots forward and hits this man's metal armor. From there, dances across all of the metal, leaving burn marks on the metal and on any part of his body that is visible, as this man convulses and then drops to the ground.
As he drops to the ground, you all start to hear what can only be described as a ticking sound.
I don't like that.
I think we should leave.
You are still in initiative.
Okay, so that's 1. So I have 4 AP left.
Is this a window next to us?
There is, yes.
I mean,
You can attack the window.
I'll attack the window with the wand.
A couple of those, I will say, the window will probably have Yar against things like corrosive, like acid and glass, right?
Okay, so attack
Others
roll
are
first.
perfectly fine. Yep, attack roll first.
You hope for Sonic.
Sonic would be awesome.
First one is a 9 in total.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit.
Second one is a 23.
Okay, roll that damage.
10 damage, corrosive.
Corrosive would work. I could see the toxic not doing anything, but the corrosive would melt the framing.
Right, that's why it's
It's
DR
acid.
and not just immunity. It is not broken, but damage has been done to it.
And that's my turn.
Larissa.
The player in me wants to send the skeletons to the body and just start ripping off as many of these magic items.
Give me an intellect check.
Arcana?
I'll take it. You're not getting nothing on a nat 1 for 6.
Yep. So I have no idea what the ticking is, other than I hear the ticking. Is the ticking coming from his body?
Yes.
Yeah, she's just gonna. How much interaction had she had with Lesh when it comes to like? Let me ask you this, Kobe. How have you ever explicitly said out loud that you are after this dude's magic items?
I did think I said he had a shit ton of shinies I wanted, but go right ahead and plunder.
I'm gonna do this. Evens, I do. Odds, I don't. Okay, evens. She's gonna interpret that as you want his magic items. So she is going to run over to the glass, igniting her fire blade along the way. There, ignite the fire blade, and she's going to attack the glass twice. Or I guess rather... Jesus, dude! Alright, well I guess a 6 and a 3 aren't gonna do it.
No, I'm sorry. It's very solid glass. It is a prison.
Alright, well, that's it for Larissa.
What about her minions? Can one of them swing at it?
Yeah, so she's not gonna worry about magic.
I mean, Shiro's gonna strip the body against.
Yeah, Tyberos and so Tyberos is gonna help strip magic items off. She's gonna specifically say anything but the circlet. That's just me as a player guessing, because the last thing she saw him do was one of the last things was touch the circlet. So, she's gonna have Tyberos and Medivh help strip the body, and then Grifton is going to move up to behind her and then shoot his bow at the glass. I'm just gonna do this. Yeah. Will a 9 hit the glass?
It's sharp damage, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it hits.
For 4 damage.
He blows a hole perfectly sized of the arrow as it cuts through the glass. It's cracked.
Alright, and then Medivh and Tyberos are just gonna help strip stuff off the body.
So, on the body, there is the chest piece, a gauntlet, the boots, the circlet, and then the communication bracelets on his other arm that doesn't have the gauntlet.
I'm assuming they get 1 each.
So I'm going to say, what 2 you grab?
Tyberos will grab the gauntlet, Medivh will grab the boots.
Lesh. First, what I would like from you is a intellect check.
Would nature apply to this?
No.
That is a 19.
As Maiev strips the boots, and it is no longer all coming from the same spot, you notice the boots are also causing the sound.
Do you have an idea what that sound is with the 19?
Okay, yeah. This is what I'm going to give you. He was doing something in the combat to the equipment. 100% what it is, you're not sure. But it did seem like a spell of some kind. Like he was activating a spell of some kind.
could I have the Raven grab the boots from Medivh?
If you say the boots are the source of the ticking, I'm gonna send my Raven to grab them. I'm not gonna object.
The boots seem to be doing the ticking. If you let my bird grab them, I hopefully can get them out the window first, in case they do blow up or something.
Kobe, I want to make sure you understand what I'm saying. The boots are also doing the ticking.
Ooh.
Oh, so it's all ticking.
Yes. The body is ticking and the boots are also ticking. It's just when you separated the boots from the body, you could hear it coming from two directions.
Now in stereo instead of mono.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know if that's going to change your plans. I didn't want you guys to think one thing and get it wrong.
Yeah, I assumed it was just the boots ticking. I think the question here is, would Lesh's loot lust overcome his logic?
Okay. Then. Fuck. I'll have my ravens, I guess, come over and try to attack the window. What am I gonna do? Do attack.
Do you still talk about the ticking being from two separate things now?
Yeah, I definitely relay that. Sorry. Yeah, I really have no clue what the fuck I want to do here. I guess I will attack the window as well. I don't think a crit fail is gonna fucking do it.
It is not, sadly.
22.
That's going to hit.
So that's a 9 altogether.
You shatter the glass. It blows out of the window.
How high up are we?
Like, this window is maybe 6 feet off the ground. This is the ground floor.
Yeah, I think Lesh is gonna run and jump out the window. So what is that? 2 AP, 4 AP to do that. Jump out the window. I get the Raven's gonna kind of hang out where he's at for now.
Okay. So, Lesh is now out the back.
Yeah, this could be my turn. I have 1 AP that'll roll over.
Okay. Shiro, as you look back through the door, you see a guard rushing.
Okay.
But it is now your turn.
Yeah. Would you take, like, investigating to see if I could understand why these things are clicking?
Yeah, I'll take an intellect check or investigating if you're trying to push for that.
13.
You can figure out, much like Lesh did, that the boots are clicking, and it seems that when you guys were in combat, he was doing something to the equipment that he was touching.
Okay. That being the case, I want to attempt to take the bracelets, roll like a sleight of hand to see how much AP that would take.
Yeah.
There's also the circlet and the chess piece left.
Yeah. I didn't see him touch the bracelets.
Not in combat.
But he did specifically touch his armor.
He touched his armor, he touched the circlet,
and the boots.
and the boots.
Was he touching him with the hand that the gauntlet was on, or the other hand?
It was the other hand.
Okay.
So the hand with the bracelets touched the 3 items, except the
You're able to get 3 of these bracelets off. With relative ease.
Okay.
So, if you're gonna take them all, you can take them all, I guess.
Okay. How much AP would that cost?
All 3, probably.
Okay. So I
Take
started
all
this turn
5
with
bracelets.
I started this turn with 10, so I'm definitely taking all of them.
Yeah.
mm,
Take the circlet and throw it at the door where the guard's coming.
Have we skipped me by any chance?
No,
Just jumping
we
down?
just
No,
haven't
I'm-
quite
yeah.
get back to you.
Just making
Yeah.
sure. My apologies.
No, you're good.
You're up next. Though.
Yeah, I'll just take the bracelets and then. How difficult would it be to bar the door, like to close the door?
The double door?
Yeah.
I mean, you could close the door. Probably 1 AP cost.
Okay. So, I'm gonna move there. I'm gonna shut the door. I'm sure the guards probably have keys, but I'm gonna lock it. I'm guessing that would probably be another AP, just because I feel
Yeah.
like locking something takes effort. Minimal, but
I mean, when it talks about using AP in non-attacking ways, it talks about opening a door and then opening a locked door being 2 and 1 respectively.
yeah. So it's 3, another 3, so I've got 4 left. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna take the circlet. I'll boop, grab it on my way past.
Does that count as an action? Or grabbing the circlet, is that another AP?
I'll take passing it off,
Okay,
but you would have to stop there to get the
Yeah.
hand off.
so that was 7, and then move and jump out the window. That'll be 9. I'm sure it would take 2 AP to get all the way out there. I'm gonna be holding a ticking thing. Just in case it blows up, I'll be over here. That'll be all my AP.
The ticking gets even faster. So before it was like tick, 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 tick. Now it's going tick, 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 tick.
Sweet.
Okay, so it's Adam's turn.
15. Then it would be, so it's 1 AP, and then it would be what? It would be double for going through people, right?
I mean, the window's large enough. I've been letting people go out through.
Okay. 20, 25. Oh, the right side down here. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Well,
then
either
there.
way,
either
'cause that's a
side.
swarm.
Yeah,
The
okay.
swarm wouldn't.
15.
but
It's 20, 5, 10, 15. Since I can move, would Goron be able to pick up Larissa?
Is Larissa willing?
That question comes after, and Goron will ask her. But, like, physically, can Goron actually lift Larissa? Because Goron's a little noodly boy.
what's his strength?
-1.
Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't be a problem. She's like 100 pounds.
The heaviest thing about her right now is probably that shield that's on her tail. Physically, I don't see a reason why not.
Goron will, since we're leaving, we'll go up there. Do you mind if I help you get out of here a little faster?
That would be helpful.
All right, and then he will princess carrier, because he's a gentleman, carry them both out the rest of the way.
Okay.
And then once they're outside, he'll set her back down. I think it's just the skeletons now, yeah?
Yeah, it would be just the skeletons. I'm assuming you're having them follow you out, Larissa.
Yeah, she's gonna give mental commands. She's gonna tell Medivh to throw the boots by the door that Shiro just closed, and then to make her way out the window. Same with Tyberos, but she's going to wait to see if the gauntlet is ticking before she tells Tyberos to throw it away. And then Grifton's just gonna come out the.
I will be specific here. The gauntlet was never ticking. Even when it split, which is when I let people know, the gauntlet was never
Okay.
ticking.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying I wanted to make sure it was ticking or not ticking.
Yeah, it is not ticking.
So yeah, Tyberos is going to move to where he's pointed at.
Mhm.
Hand the gauntlet to Lesh, and then move. So he would stop there. So then I got 55. So then he's gonna move to the corner of the building here and take up a defensive stance, but also not going like fully around the corner. He's like peeking around the corner, kind of.
It does not seem like there's anything in that courtyard.
And then would it take a monster action for her to put the boots by the door?
I'll let her drop it as a free action.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
But you would have to take a monster action to move over there, a free action to drop it,
Well,
and then
that's
another
why I'm
monster
asking.
action to move away.
And she's only got 2. That's why I'm asking if I can throw them. Because if she throws them, then she can move outside.
Well, she could probably drop them like right there.
I mean, yeah, she's just gonna drop them into the spot that's highlighted.
Okay. Drop them between the desk and the door.
Yeah. Is that a monster action to do?
No, that's fine.
Okay. So then she's going to go there and then run up behind Tyberos. And then Grifton's going to go south as well. And he's going to he's probably just going to get in front of, he'll go right there. Also short bow drawn. Well, no, he's got his longsword and shield drawn now.
Okay. I'm gonna ask questions. The next one up would be Lesh. Are you gonna continue moving south, or are you gonna get closer to Shiro?
I'm gonna follow Shiro because I assume he's going the right way.
Yeah, you would hear the ticking, and he would be like, "I don't know what's going to happen." He would hold it up.
And end of my turn.
Things happen inside that you guys don't see. Next will be Shiro.
How tall is Goron?
Goron could look in through the window, yes, but that's still not going to give anything that you would see.
Okay.
Would there be any kind of way I could figure out exactly what this circlet does? Like, I know I can't figure out the ticking, but just like what the item itself.
Not without spending a significant amount of time.
He's just gonna toss the. Okay, so actually, is this just open space up here?
There's like a 10-foot open space before you get to the wall of the city, because the prison is built with its back to the wall of the city.
Yeah, so I'm not like, only got the 5 AP this time. So I'm gonna go ahead and use Fighting Instinct, which gives me an extra 5 feet of movement. I'm gonna move up here, toss the circlet, which would count like a improvised throne, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna huck it 20 feet around this corner.
Okay.
And then he'll just tuck around the corner. Like he chucked it around the corner, and then he's staying behind that corner for cover.
Okay.
And that would leave me with 1 AP, 2 AP. No, 1 AP.
1 AP.
Yeah. And that'll be his turn.
Okay, now I gotta measure some stuff out. Give me a second. Now, Shiro, I am going to give you cover. To give you cover 2. All right. Does a 21 beat your reflexes?
Jesus. Yeah.
Even with the cover 2?
Yeah.
You're going to take 12 points of damage.
I am -10.
You're 0. As this circlet shatters apart, sending fire and shrapnel everywhere. I feel like a piece of the circlet might like cut your cheek or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure.
What those of you that are closer to the room would take notice of at this point is the cacophony of noise that is coming from this office as the boots and the chess piece also explode. Goron, as you would turn and kind of look into the window, you would notice that the door is blown apart. The 3 guards that were behind that door don't look great. The desk is exploded. The chair is non-existent.
Did Shiro take death points?
Not yet.
Okay.
Just went to 0.
Okay.
Kind of closed the initiative tracker because I thought we would be all right. Goron, it will be your turn now.
Okay. Well, I don't think I have anything that'll help him right now. I do not. Because I can't do anything to heal, and I have no potions. So that sucks. Which way are we trying to go right now?
You could get out either way.
Okay. I think I have 5 AP. I don't remember saving any. Right. Here's what Goron's going to do. He's going to spend 2 AP to move up here. Up to where Shiro is. He's going to pick him up.
Yeah, he'll go.
1 arm. And then he's going to move 2. You spend 2 more to move here. And then it's, 10, 15, 20. So then he'll move here. Past Larissa. Moving south with everyone else. Shiro in 1 arm. Because I don't think he can carry Shiro and Larissa.
Not both of them.
Yeah.
I am going to... This is actually kind of tense because... Does anybody have anything to stop these death points?
I can... Once per day, I can stop him from getting them.
Yeah, but that
Nope.
that doesn't bring him out of 0. Okay.
Sure doesn't.
As a matter of fact, I do. Yeah, I legitimately do have a way to stop this that does come at a high cost. So with that being said, Larissa is going to give mental commands, have Medivh stay where she is, and Tyberos and Grifton are going to swap places.
Okay.
Tyberos is going...
If you're looking to do a touch spell, you're fine to do it.
It is a touch spell because of the amulet that Larissa created, the amulet of Tashin, I do believe is which one it is. Talisman of Rasheen. Tyberos, who is wearing it, has access to Stabilizing Touch. So Stabilizing Touch, by touching a dying companion, you bolster their resolve. At the end of that creature's next turn, they do not gain death points, even if they end with 0 hit points.
Okay.
It is touch, and it is both gesture and verbal. It's a good thing he can kind of say words. So yeah, so he's going to do that, and so he's going to stabilize Shiro, and this comes with consequences. Don't think I've used any of the stuff prior to... Actually, Stabilizing Touch would work. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
Would it in combat?
If you're going to every turn, or even maybe pass Shiro off from Goron to him, I'd say yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and end the turn order.
I'll tell you what, instead of that, he's going to use Healing Touch instead, and you'll end up healing. That seems to be a better way of going about it. Alright, yeah, he's going to catch Healing Touch, so you're going to regain 8 health.
Nice. Thank you.
And then I have to do a thing. And I have done this before, and I did pass it before. Each time a creature casts magic using this talisman, make an attack versus their logic. The attack bonus is +1 for every expendable spell they have cast in this way since the last time they took a rest. If it hits, Rasheen becomes aware of the creature using her power. If this occurs, Rasheen immediately ends the ritual and smites the hero for 4d10 radiant damage.
Would you like to roll that attack, or would you like me to?
I would like to roll it.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, healing touch. That's gonna be 1d20, or is it just a d20 in general?
It's just a d20 plus 1 at this point. Technically, it is Rasheen making the attack.
For a 5.
I do not believe a 5 hits Tiberius's logic.
It does not beat his logic.
All right. And with Shiro getting healed by the talisman, Tiberius using the talisman, I'm going to say that you guys can, after all of the chaos is created, you've got a blown up office, dead guards, there's plenty of things being a distraction. You guys are able to get away. And with that being said, this is where we're going to end this episode.
Thank you for listening to episode 52. We hope you enjoyed listening and would love it if you let us know. Catch us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, Blue Sky, and TikTok under Tales of Yavard Podcast. Links in the link tree are in the episode description below. If you really enjoyed the episode, give us a rating whichever podcatcher you use, tell your friends, and spread the word.